Hi everybody. So I just wanted to real quick touch on the topic that's being discussed today in regards to Eva calling her castmates nappy heads. What don't y'all get about the simple fact that you can't just say anything out of your mouth these days? You have the world. Like, not it's not just, you know how, it was a point in time where there was only the tabloids, there was only, people, there was only a certain amount of people that were discussing celebrity news and celebrity topics. Now you have all of these different platforms that are discussing celebrity topics. You have all of these different types of shows that come on TV that are, discussing and blowing up situations that may not be as big, or they may not have been offensive to you. But when you're a TV personality, radio personality, or whatever, you have to take into consideration, like, yo, if I say this, are people going to be offended? Is somebody going to look at me and say X, Y, Z? And especially if you say certain things that you may not mean it a certain way, and you may be able to get away with saying it around your friends or your family or a certain group of people, just because you can do that doesn't mean it's going to blow over with the world. Everybody and everything is super sensitive 2020. You can't do or say anything other than the basics. How you doing? Hello, goodbye, stuff like that. Basic stuff. How you doing today? Good, great, everything's wonderful. That's it. Not saying that you can't, have a good time or whatever, but you gotta make sure that you leave out anything that's super offensive. Now, black women have become one of the groups of people that, they're super outraged by certain things in regards to our culture and our hair, our makeup, the way we look, our fuller lips, noses, whatever. So you specifically have to be careful when it's geared towards your own group of people. Now, the term nappy head, it was really, really bad because so many women have complexes about their hair. Like, you have women that won't even wear their own natural hair out at all, not even to let it breathe, because they're super uncomfortable about what the outside world may think of them, or what they may think of themselves, because of how they've been treated when they were younger, or when their parents, when your mother did your hair back in the day, and she may not have been that on point with the styling. You may have thicker or coarser hair than the next person, and you might not have been able to tame it. And that is a very, very tough term to use for women, because that has been stated to so many women, and they're still not over it, to the point that they're adult women now and they still have a complex, or they still feel some type of way about their hair. So especially since that so many women have an issue, those are things and topics that you should just flat out stay away from. Like, I actually wrote about this in my book, How Should I Get My Hair? Because certain things that women have complexes about, it started sometimes at home, sometimes it starts in school, but a lot of the complexes that we have, people form them as children. And it's like, if people constantly say to you, like, your little nappy headed self, like, look at you with that nappy head, like, get your nappy head over here, this, that, and the third, then that becomes a part of who you are. So when people don't like hearing that, they're going to try to change it or do something about it. And for me, like, being a hairstylist, I feel like all hair is good hair. I feel like anybody's hair can grow, anybody's hair can be beautiful. Anybody's texture, no matter what the texture is, you can go from a curlier texture to a straighter texture. It's just all in, your technique and whatever it is that you do to obtain it. we have to stop being so offensive and talking down on one another as women. I feel like black women, we tear each other down the most. We talk the worst about each other. And you can't expect better from other people when we're not treating each other better. And we're not treating each other as good as we possibly could. Like, you have dark-skinned women that don't like light-skinned women that they never met before because just because basically based on their skin tone and how people in their past have treated them. And then, they're taking that out on the next light-skinned woman that they don't even know. And it's like, that's ridiculous. How can your energy or your mood just change because I step in the room and I'm a light-skinned woman? That doesn't, like, I don't understand it. I treat people how they treat me. I give people the energy that they give me. So, your skin tone, your color, your race, none of that stuff matters. If you treat me good, I'm going to treat you good. It's that simple. But black women are so quick to jump on other people. But we need to jump on ourselves, seriously. And Eva, I don't really care if it was a joke or, if you were being, you was being, trying to be funny or trying to be yourself. But everybody is not going to find that funny. And really, Kenya has beautiful hair. I think I've seen Portia's hair before too, but if I'm not mistaken, I think they have really, really nice hair. And Eva has the texture of hair that a lot of women that have the texture that Eva has, they lose their hair early. So you might want to watch what you say about people because you never know where you'll be at tomorrow. Like, your hair, you could wake up tomorrow and not have no hair on your head or have 100 strands of hair on your head. Like, you never know what'll end up happening. A woman that has thick, full, tighter, curly hair, if she lose a few strands or if a few pieces of her hair fall out, she gonna be good. You ain't even gonna be able to notice it because she got so much hair on her head that them little couple strands that fell out ain't even gonna make a difference. But if you got that loose curl and that thin, silky, soft, whatever, you will look up and then it'll be laying on the floor. So you got to be mindful and you got to be careful what you say out your mouth because words are curses.